Hello everybody, I am Sky, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club again. Although, we're not playing Our Time this time. Oh gosh. We are playing Doki Doki Summertime! Yay! Because it's a really cool mod that I haven't seen the entirety of. Because that's pretty much going to be the prerequisite for doing a DDLC mod at this point, is me having not watched the entire thing already. Although I had already seen Our Time, but I just loved the mod so much that I had to play it for myself. So that's that. Anyway, so we're playing Summertime because yeah, okay. So Doki Doki Summertime is not affiliated with Team Soldato. Although the mod is only loosely based on the story of DDLC, it's recommended, yada yada yada. So if you haven't seen the original Doki Doki, go play or watch that now. Obviously, viewer discretion is advised. It's really messed up, kind of. Despite this loose connection, there can be potential spoilers for DDLC. Yep. Game files, yeah. Obviously, game files are required. No duh. But yeah, I had to install a separate instance of the game so I could play DDLC. Well, so I could play this and keep my Our Time files. By playing, you agree that you completed Doki Doki? Yep. That face, robotic. Okay, so this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. This looks familiar. Every day okay, let's turn this down a bit. Because yeah. Don't want it to drown out me. So, I don't know how well that is. But whatever. Okay. Return. Let's do this. Please enter your name. You know what? Just because Charlie is off adventuring in Our Time, so we're gonna be Sky. Hey! Oh my, oh gosh. I need to pick out a proper voice. Hey! Okay, yeah, that, hey. Hey! Okay, that works. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighborhood. Yes, Sayori, you are my neighborhood. That girl, Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since they were children. Okay, so because I'm not gonna lie, I've seen this mod a bit, which is why I decided to play it. But from what it seems like, it obviously differs with the routes, because I couldn't do different routes in Our Time because it's the Monika mod. But so basically, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna either go for Yuri or Natsuki. Oh, not Natsuki, Sayori. Whoever I because although I like Monika, I'm doing Our Time with Monika. And I'm already watching someone play Monika's route, so you know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. I overslept again.
But I caught you this time.
Oh my gosh, your voice is going all over the place. Maybe, but it's only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You meanie. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Sky.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all.
Okay, I'm gonna have to... I can't keep this voice up for Sayori. I'm gonna have to go for your...
I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you wanted to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Okay, this bit is the same as normal Doki Doki, but just to refresh your memory, because it's been like a year since the original.
By the way, Sky, have you decided on a club to join yet?
Club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a bit too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds like me.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll give it some thought if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise you'll try a little?
Yeah, I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Oh my gosh, I can't speak! Why am I recording this when I can't speak? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs, but I told her already I'm not interested in joining any.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have been coming to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so... You know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. I can't speak. That said, my interest in literature is non-existent compared to that. Didn't I already say I'm not interested in joining a club?
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned all this out. Either way, it doesn't matter. I let out a long sigh. Sayori, you're trying to bribe me with food somebody else made. Don't you see anything wrong with that?
Well,
I told you already, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Until then, I'm not interested. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Sayori, but yeah. Main character has some ounce of wisdom for once. Here we go. Doki Doki Summertime. That Twitch emote, base name. Oh, Soviet Spartan did stuff. Cool. Soviet Spartan, by the way, is the person who made Our Time. He's a cool dude. At least, kind of, I think. Anyway, the bus leaves me behind just as I arrived at the bus stop. Not again! I guess it wasn't appealing enough to the bus driver with this plastic shopping bag by my side. At least the weather's pleasant today. I couldn't bear to just sit here for 15 minutes in some of the heat waves we had last year. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't even care when my parents warned me about the heat. One time they practically sprayed me down with a garden hose. I wasn't even that upset since we were having so much fun with Sayori. Come to think of it, I haven't seen her much since last year. Not even on the way to school ever since you started oversleeping regularly. It isn't my responsibility to get her to school on time, right? Besides, I'm sure she was doing fine with the club activities she got involved with. What was it again? Something related to books? Not really my thing. Maybe some manga now and then, but that probably wouldn't be considered as proper literature. Games. Now that is my thing. Can't wait until I go home. Games. Yep. Totally not better. Sky? That's an oddly familiar voice. Sayori? I haven't seen you in a while. Sorry if I bothered you. No, your timing couldn't have been better. I've got nothing better to do. I'm just waiting for the next bus to go home. I see. Hey, you're Sky, right? Hello, Monika. We haven't talked much before, but I immediately recognize Monika. She's one of the popular girls in school. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically the kind of girl that chumps and me are too scared to talk to. You know each other already? Not fair. I wanted to introduce you two. That's alright, Sayori. We had a class together in the past. Oh gosh, no, that's Yuri's voice. We had a class together in the past. So, also, yay, outfits. Monika in something that's not a school uniform. So, because one thing is, you know mods good when they either make their own assets or don't just put Monika in the school uniform for every scene ever. Because so many mods have done that. Anyway, so where are you two heading? We're going swimming! Monika said they have discount tickets for students and invited me to join her. You've got to grab the opportunity life gives you. Just because we don't have to go to school doesn't mean we should stay indoors by ourselves. Okay. Also, exercise keeps us fit and calms the mind too. It's going to be so much fun. Yep. That sounds great, Monika. Hey Sky, what about you? Me? Oh, gosh. Yeah, what are you doing today? Glance at Monika and hesitate to blurt out some vague nonsense. Well, I haven't really made up my mind yet. Really? I was just thinking, you know. Sayori seems a bit flustered.
she like this before? Wanna join us, Sky? Yeah, that. What? You mean swimming? I'm not really a good swimmer. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We're just going there to have fun and enjoy the sun. Well... Alright, Monika, I'll meet you two there. First I have to get home and get geared up. Do you know the way?
Oh brother, I forgot about that. Not exactly. Monika tells me how to get to the entrance. I write it down to make sure I won't get lost. Good idea. The girls wave goodbye just as I see my bus arriving, with Sayori being her usual cheerful self and Monika sweetly smiling at me. On the bus, I get lost in my thoughts. This is really something. I didn't expect to get invited by two girls like this. I guess I owe my thanks for Sayori for stopping to talk to me. This isn't like when she tried to get me involved in her club, attempting to bribe me with food and make me feel guilty because of all the promises she made. I don't think that's right. You know, like, even though I do semi-feel bad for Sayori and all that, I do agree with this line of thought of that was not a good idea, like, morally and everything, that's not right. You shouldn't bribe someone and then make them feel guilty. This is not right. Sure, this is kind of out of my comfort zone too, but thinking about seeing Monika in a bikini. Oh boy, I shouldn't let my imagination get the better of me. It's just swimming. Besides, I can't even recall when's the last time I went swimming. At home, I dropped off the things I bought at the store. I rummaged through my drawers, looking for my swimming shorts. Where are they? Has it really been this long since I've needed them? Yes! I've probably never been this happy to find a piece of clothing. Now I just need some sun lotion. Not in good shape anyway, and just adding sunburn to that would make me as feeling as a warm beer on a hot summer day. Not that I know what that is like. Yep, totally. The address Monika gave me isn't exactly in my part of the city, so it's probably best if I take the bus. Even if I have to wait 15 minutes again, it would still be faster than if I ran all the way. Like, I could run all the way there. I couldn't run the distance from school to our house, even if my life depended on it. Luckily, I only had to wait a few minutes before the bus arrived. It's already early afternoon by the time I get to the entrance. They don't seem to care as much for their presentation, and since I would have easily missed it if I didn't have the address. There are several people in front of me waiting to get in, but it takes all of them less than 10 minutes to get finished. Hello. Good afternoon, I'd like one student ticket. Is there still a discount? Yes, 25% until the end of the month. Would you like to buy a monthly pass, perhaps? No, thank you. Just to let you know, today we are closing a few hours earlier than usual due to maintenance. We're going to announce it on the loudspeaker so you won't miss it. Too bad I couldn't get here earlier. I can only spend a couple of hours with the girls. Oh, this place looks really good compared to the low ticket price. I can't see the two girls anywhere. Guess I'll just go to the locker room and get changed. It took me a few minutes, but I managed to find it. Since I didn't bring too many things, it only took me a couple minutes to change to my shorts and put the rest of my stuff away. Better not forget the sun lotion either. Back to the pool, I'm searching for Sayori and Monika. Maybe they're just swimming and I don't recognize them in swimwear. Stand next to the pool. Ah! Did I scare you, Sky? No! Just a little. Come in the water, don't worry. It isn't cold.
Do you know how deep it is? Well, it's shallow on this end, it reaches just under my armpits. It's really deep on the other side, though. Yeah! You get so easily startled, Sayori. Meanie. She's right, you know. Yeah, well, Sayori seems to be pondering something for a moment. Then I challenge you. I bet I can hold my breath for longer. Challenge accepted. That's the spirit. It's good practice for you. What do you mean? For diving. What else? Oh, you're right. Get ready, I'm coming in. That last sentence was directed more to myself than the two of them. I did learn to swim in my early teenage years, but it's not like I practiced much since then. Don't worry, you probably could swim better than I can. Oh gosh. One thing's for sure, I'm definitely not going to be proposing any swimming challenges to impress them. It's not like I would be any more appealing for being confident beyond my abilities. Ah! Come on, Sky, just hop in all the way and you'll get used to it quick. It's a bit colder than I expected. Then again, I did get used to it in a few minutes. To my dismay, Sayori actually won the competition between us. I was tempted to ask for a rematch, but I figured it would make me embarrassed if it turned out that the barely noticeable difference was between our times was just me being lucky. Of course, swimming a few laps is almost mandatory if you're in an awesome pool like this. I wish my swimming skills were just as awesome. Getting tired after 2 isn't something I was proud of. As I was having a breather, I noticed the 2 girls leaving for the snack bar. Naturally, I went to join them. Turns out even Monika looks like quite the snack. Even if Monika looks like quite the snack, she's not on the menu. Oh gosh. The 3 of us go to get our drinks. Sayori orders a strawberry and raspberry flavored one, and while Monika and I get the exotic fruit flavors. We sit down in some lounge chairs and enjoy our drinks. After finishing my smoothie, I slump down in the chair and enjoy the warm rays of the sunshine. So, one thing is this mod seems to like almost direct you to Monika. In a weird way. It's like, oh yeah, you and Monika have all these things in common. I don't know. Although Monika's great and best girl, it's a bit weird looking at it. Whatever. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monika. So, what did you have in mind for today? We could meet Yuri and Natsuki. That's Yuri's voice. We could meet Yuri and Natsuki and go somewhere together. Our last meeting was a few weeks ago, so I figured, why not? A whole day together with friends? Yay! Where are we going? What are we doing? If the weather's nice, we can meet in a park. Then we could discuss what happened to each of us. Even talk about some literature if the others read something new. I'm so excited. Wonder if Natsuki's going to bake some cupcakes for our reunion. You could ask her yourself, you know. Well, I don't want her to work just because of me. I think everyone would have cupcakes. Like to have cupcakes, not just you. You're right. Sorry. Anyway, you could text her about it. That's a great idea. You always know what to do, Monika. Yeah, always. It kind of relieves me to hear that Sayori hasn't changed all that much. She's still her cheerful, simple-minded self that she's always been. I'm glad that she found friends that can appreciate her despite all of her antics. I wonder what the other girls are like. Of course, I probably couldn't get myself invited to such an all-girl meetup. They probably want to...
I woke up to Sayori nudging me on the shoulder. After a short misunderstanding, it was established that I slept for a pretty long time on that bench. Long enough that the pool place is closing shortly. Since Monika already went to change, well, more like we should be going too. Sayori insisted that she wants to come home with me, which I actually don't mind at all. It was always fun messing around with her back in the day. Before entering the locker rooms. It doesn't take me long to get ready, so I decide to wait for Sayori by the female locker room door. Just as I get there, someone comes out.
Oh, hey, Sky.
She seems surprised by my presence. Hey, Monika. Thanks for inviting me today.
Don't mention it. I guess it's the least I could do for Sayori.
Sayori?
She's almost done if you're waiting for her. Anyway, hope you had fun today, Sky. I've gotta go home and get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, Save. Waiting for Sayori. It's a fun day. I'll just wait for Sayori.
Glad to hear that. Take good care of her, okay?
I guess even Monika's concerned about Sayori being too clumsy. Oh well, I can't disagree. Don't worry, I'll catch her if she trips on her shoelaces.
Yeah, untied laces.
I can't shake the feeling that I might have misunderstood something.
See you, Sky.
And with that, Monika storms off as suddenly as she appeared. A few minutes pass and the door opens once again. You took your time.
Meanie. But you did wait for me after all.
Call me a meanie all you want, but I keep my word.
Yeah. Thanks for waiting for me. It's like when we were kids and we used to go home from school together.
Seemed to be in a very nostalgic mood all of a sudden. There's something holding her back in the past? I don't know how to talk about this since it might lead it up to us talking about how we drifted apart. I guess so. It's not really a big deal since we still live so close.
We do.
Now she looks like she's about to space out. We're going to be static here until they close the place if we keep messing around. Come on, Sayori. I think we can catch the next bus if we get there quick.
Okie dokie. Let's go, Sky.
Sayori's being her weird self as always. We managed to catch the bus just as it arrived. On the bus, we sit next to each other and chat about a few things.
So, what are you doing this summer?
I don't really have anything planned. I'm just going with the flow.
Oh, Sky, you make me worried about you. Did you at least join a club last year?
I looked at a few, but I didn't feel like taking on more responsibilities than what school requires me to do. Besides, what are your plans for the summer?
Let's say I'm not sure yet.
Why am I not surprised? You're always looking out for others, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
Fine, but what about you?
Me?
If you want to get me to take responsibility for my future, shouldn't you show me a good example?
Well, there's nothing to worry about, Sky. I'm gonna be okay.
If you say so. Sayori shoots me a wild smile. This is our stop. We arrive at Sayori's house. She slowly turns around after reaching the gate.
Thanks for coming with us today, Sky.
It was nice to hang out with you after all this time. I had fun because of... Now who's... I've said it, like... Although this is what I would do naturally, it would be boring to watch me go through that again, and it would be boring for me, so... Sayori! No, thank you for inviting me. It was nice to spend some time with my childhood friend. I wouldn't mind meeting some other time as well, you know, like we used to.
Do you really mean that?
Oh gosh, I might need... I need to turn that down a tad bit.
You really mean that?
Of course, you're fun to be with. Why is she blushing all of a sudden? Anyway, I'll see you around like a donut, Sayori.
See you next time, Sky.
Just before getting home, I recall something. Aren't the two of them talking about some kind of meeting tomorrow? Man, I wish I could get invited to something like that. I wonder what those other girls are like. You know, I have no clue. You know, from this pose, it looks like Yuri's about to punch Natsuki in the back of the head. Anyway, if they're anywhere between Sayori and Monika, I might have a chance. Still, I doubt this group of girls would welcome me with open arms and start, for my attention. That sounds unrealistic. Yeah. Totally unrealistic.